Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, last time we went off in an attempt to find a creature to sell for big money, big prizes, but we ended up with a space llama. We also seemingly freed a horrible monstrosity man that looks like it's made of just a whole... like a horde of like tiny machines, like nanites or something like that, that went and devoured another giant creature that we thought we were going to be able to collect before we escaped. And now we've been captured by the Nova Corps. It seems as though Star-Lord has been in a relationship with a specific Nova Corps captain, and he's in the process of saving her daughter, who might be his daughter, but it's unclear. With Nikki here, I will help you.
Together. On 3, 2, 1. Go, go. Yeah. Okay.
We need to keep moving.
That's
way.
great, but can you get my handcuffs off?
Just stay close.
I knew there was something wrong about that church ship. Who goes fishing for God in a junkyard?
Oh man, this is bad.
Why does God need a starship?
Blast doors kick in during emergencies. Pretty sure I can override them with my passkey.
They give out override keys to trainees?
Not exactly. Just
Okay,
give me a
I'm
sec.
pretty sure this isn't going to work,
Come on,
because
come on.
there's all this level.
You know, I could probably help with the door if we undid these cuffs.
Regulation 3B. Never undo restraints.
Come on, you clearly need my help.
No! You're my prisoner. And I got this.
Obviously.
Ah! Okay, we're gonna have to find another way.
Yeah, the presence of more level past
I'm
this
in
door.
charge.
Whoa! You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You?
Oh.
And they're still going to find me after all this?
This way.
The Nova Corps are very
Back
strict.
toward the others?
There's another blast door down here.
Thought we established your special key thing doesn't work.
It'll work. We need to keep moving.
Are you kidding me?
Relax. You're fine. Ish.
I mentioned how useful my jet boots will be right now.
Okay. I can do this.
Not to rush you or anything.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Can you please stop squirming? I'm trying to focus.
Okay, okay.
Yes! Got it!
Alright, your doohickey worked.
Whew.
This time.
Nice work.
Thanks. You didn't do too bad yourself, pirate.
Only Star-Lord. Or Peter, or, you know, Nova Cadet Butt Saver.
Okay. Peter. So, listen. I have some good news and some bad news about your friends.
Give me the good news.
They're all fine.
Oh,
I mean, they all have life signs.
So, what's the bad news?
They've been processed and put in the brig. Come on. We'll be safe through here. Flark! Pipes must have burst.
so despite the
We
fact
try
that...
using that thingamajig of yours to call someone?
We don't need help. I know what I'm doing. Now help me block this fire so we can get through.
Sure. Just that everyone must be worried. Captain's kid goes missing.
Captain's kid is still a corpsman. Now are you gonna help me or not?
Easy
Y-
does it.
Yeah, but you don't have to prove yourself this much, even during an emergency.
There, see? You don't need to worry about me. Enough people around here do that already.
For what it's worth, I think you're doing great. As good an arresting officer as I've ever had.
How many have you had?
Not that many.
Are you seriously trying to sneak away on me right now?
Yes.
You literally just said I was doing great.
You are doing great. Top 5 best arresting officers I've ever had.
Cool. So can you please just show me the same respect you would any other arresting officer?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I needed to find this Nova Lord outfit.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I needed a loot. Oh, what is this?
That robot wearing makeup?
What? Oh, yeah. That's just it's. I know all the bots down here. They're kind of my friends, I guess. I reprogrammed most of them.
You gave them faces.
Maybe.
No, I mean it's cool. Gives them personality. Very cool.
Come on.
Also, you're
This way.
probably very lonely on this starship.
Okay, wow. That's just blatantly gonna ignore me and go crawling into a dead end.
Yeah, but there were components.
Regulation 2B. Prisoners must stay close at all times.
There are
Got
components
'em all
over there.
memorized, don't you?
Yeah,
Day
you,
now.
you should read
Does your
other
mom know you
books.
play down here?
Probably not. But what else am I gonna do? Not like there's any other kids on board.
You know, I didn't have a lot of friends at your age either. Granted, I was in prison, but still.
So Mom was right about you.
It was a Shatari prison. I was just a kid.
I have so many questions. How do you know my mom, exactly?
We fought together on Mercury during the war. She is a real spitfire.
More like real controlling.
And bossy and judgmental. You're just a kid, Nikki. You don't know what's good for you, Nikki. Stay out of the escape pods, Nikki.
I kinda know what you mean.
You do?
This is a new low, Peter. Even for you, Peter. It's restricted space, Peter.
Yep. That's her.
Okay, but there's
you're
some
going?
there are components
Just making
over
sure
here.
this
Do I
place
have to
is
tell
safe
you?
and secure from the, fire.
Although I appreciate that there's additional dialogue for each
Yeah, could you
attempt for
please
me
try to keep
to
up?
stay away from the
You try
regular
walking
path.
around in cuffs.
I will. I'll be right
Still
there.
in charge here, you know?
Of course you are.
It's a dead end. Trust me.
I know, but there's this
Of course
robot
I
here.
trust you.
Clearly.
Quick reminder that only one of us knows the way out.
Could have fooled me. This another one of your bots?
Yeah, her name's Jocasto. She keeps an eye out for stuff. Invaders, trespassers, prisoners who keep wandering off.
Well, it's a good thing that she's at a dead end because otherwise she would not have been able to follow me.
If this is an attempt to escape your mom's ship, I really need to know, because I may or may not be super interested. Just really need to make sure it doesn't look like a kidnapping.
What? No.
Oh, wow!
Don't laugh.
No! This is cool. It's like your secret hideout, right? Definitely
Also, I feel like
refers
this
to the
definitely
bridge.
says something
We're
about
not
Star-Lord's mentality. Like, he never... Star-Lord never really grew up.
Take
He
your
was just
time.
plucked out of Earth and thrown into the galactic conflict. Like, he still wears the jacket for a band that he loved when he was just a kid. Also, this is pretty badass, though.
Is this your mom? Single-handedly winning the war?
Obviously, I know she didn't do it by herself.
No. That final push was, it was a massive team effort.
Were you there?
I contributed to the war effort differently.
Pirating?
Raiding, which is, the good kind of pirating.
Sure.
Is this Krelar?
Yeah. Long time ago. Kid stuff. I could do it way better now.
No, it's good. Morbid, but good. Hey, this is Mercury, right?
Uh-huh. It's supposed to represent this big battle Mom was part of. You said you were there, right?
Oh, yeah. Your mom was dead in the water until me and the Ravagers showed up. You should really fix this.
You want me to draw you in?
In the interest
Yes.
of historical accuracy. A universal translator. Wonder if it speaks Groot.
That'd be good to know. That way I could understand what... That's one of the things that I especially liked about Guardians of the Galaxy 3, that little moment where it's not just the characters that understand Groot. Like it's the audience. We've been with Groot for so long.
Something tells me you and Rocket would get along. Or really, really not get along. One of those two.
The raccoon thing? Yeah, he seemed real charming.
I just mean he's also really into all this tech stuff.
Yeah, but he's also a... Maybe their personalities would just be way too conflicting. And what I would like to save up for is one of these health perks, because I die a little bit too quickly, especially given how chaotic the combat is. And one of the things I wanted to mention about the combat that I find interesting is it's all kind of set up around the idea that the Guardians will get their butts kicked.
Just to be sure, you won't tell anyone about this place, right?
I've been accused of a lot of things, but snitching isn't one of them. Actually, that's not true. Snitching is totally one of them.
What?
Extraordinary circumstances.
But the Guardians will get beat up, and they'll get back up. They'll keep going. And it emphasizes your role as their leader.
Hey, secret stuff. Off limits.
No adults. I get it.
Anyway, I'm all done here. We should probably get back before Mom completely freaks.
Yeah, I've seen your mom overreact before.
It's like, I'm not a kid anymore, you know?
Tell me about it.
Kiddo, you're still a
You
kid.
get where I'm coming from, right? Like if you do end up talking to my mom, the subject of me happens to come up. Because the truth is, I wasn't exactly supposed to.
Say no more. I'll make sure Corell knows what a good job you did.
No! I mean, thanks. But ideally, Mom never needs to know I was in the hangar at all.
So I never saw you?
Exactly! Never saw me. Never saw my passkey. You may have heard of Nikki Gold and how cool she is, but that's it. Almost at the elevator. We're home free.
Need a hand?
Yes! Got it! Mom? I can explain.
Okay, I think she's aware that you were here and that I did in fact see you.
Nikki. I'm fine. Mom, seriously. A-okay. Barely a scratch.
What in Hollis' name were you thinking? Sneaking out with an arresting squad? Running around with criminals?
Alleged criminals?
You almost died! Do you have any idea how grounded you are right now?
Mom! You promised to give me more leeway.
Leeway doesn't mean lying to my officers. Or sneaking around behind my back.
Look, it's my fault some guy's ship blew up.
Restricted areas are restricted for a reason.
You treat me like a prisoner.
You're a child! Are you even listening?
Whoa, whoa. We've all been through a lot today. Let's just all take a deep breath and recognize that maybe we've all made some mistakes.
Make sure the fire is out and the hangar's secure.
Yes, Commander.
And find out why that churchman's shuttle exploded.
Grand Unifier Raker has been less than cooperative.
Make him cooperate. And you two? With me.
Okay, she definitely seems badass in uniform.
I knew you'd overreact. You always overreact. Even
At least
Peter
she's
was saying
consistent.
Oh, he was he? I suspect Peter misspoke, something he often tends to do. So I suggest you worry less about what he said and more about what I'm saying now. What you did was extremely dangerous.
For what it's worth, Nikki totally saved my butt. She handled herself really well. You have every reason to be proud of her.
Coming from you, Peter, it's worth extraordinarily little.
so. Why are you being mean to him? Just listen to what he's saying.
I don't care what he's saying.
Upper level. Captain's quarters.
Fine.
Initiate lockdown.
Lockdown initiated.
What, are you gonna kill us?
In theory, these doors don't open until I say so.
Yeah, I know how lockdown works.
I don't think you do, because somehow you keep bypassing every security measure on this ship, and I want to know how. Or you can just show me.
Mom! I seriously have no idea what you're talking about. Isn't this like against galactic law or something?
Initiate not lockdown. All good for systems go. activate?
Voice print not authorized.
Just trying to help.
We don't need your help. You're the last person we need help from.
Well, you clearly need some form of help if you're trapping us in an elevator.
No one leaves until you tell me what I want to know.
You already know everything.
No, I don't. I know you're a magnet for danger, and that you somehow keep getting caught in restricted areas of this ship.
I'm small. Okay? I fit into places.
Being small doesn't get you past security, or through the hangar bay checkpoint, or the maintenance tunnel blast doors, or even into the sub-level I just found you in.
There was that system-wide glitch, remember?
Yeah. Yes,
Oh
Peter
yeah,
was down
definitely.
for a while.
Sure.
No, it wasn't.
Seemed pretty down to me.
Are you seriously lying for a 12-year-old right now?
Yes.
12? Oh wow, I thought she was at least 16.
Peter!
What? She really knew her stuff. She's a smart kid.
Too smart. She keeps bypassing security. Unless you have a level 6 access to my ship all of a sudden? Didn't think so. Nicolette Gold,
not yet.
empty your pockets.
No. You empty your pockets.
Nikki,
What?
I know you're hiding something.
I'm not.
I still have feelings for you.
Excuse me?
Not like feelings, more like emotions. You know, because the explosion and me and you and everything we went through back in the war, there was a lot of feelings to bubble up. I'm good now.
I feel like
Okay.
the decisions that you have to make, it's not necessarily even about like trying to do the best thing and trying to like
Look, Mom.
get the best
I'm not
outcome.
hiding anything.
Like playing as Star-Lord also kind of means like
To be continued. Disengage, log down.
playing as just an idiot, just an absolute moron.
No,
And
you
it's
can go back
fine.
to your quarters, and you can stay there for the next 30 rotations.
But Mom!
I can make it 30 cycles.
Although from what I hear, that the decision making doesn't affect the actual ending. Like there's going to be only one actual ending, but your decision making does affect like I guess certain events on the way towards said ending. But now I have that passkey.
Exploding shuttles, quarantine zone trespassers, missing kid.
I have no idea.
Chewie.
Chewie! We were in a relationship. She has my
You still have
Chewbacca.
him. Can't believe you survived. It was what, like 1,000 degrees?
More like 1,000 cycles ago. You can keep him if you want. He is yours.
Hey, I ordered him to look out for you. Expect him to keep doing his job. Especially, you now have a daughter, apparently. A 12-year-old daughter who you didn't have during the war. 12 years ago when we...
Peter. When we picked up your ship, part of me was excited. At first.
Then I remembered who you
After
are.
all this time, you haven't changed. At all. You're still the same.
I've changed. Whatever the fine is, I'll pay. Just give me 3 cycles. Let me prove that I'm not still... whatever it is you're gonna finish that sentence with.
You're gonna pay 7,000 units? In 3 cycles?
Wow, okay, that is a lot of money. Here, I was thinking that maybe...
The fine's non-negotiable. My search party found a disturbing amount of prohibited tech lying around your ship.
Well, that's all they found, right? Okay.
Was that
You'll
a
get
challenge?
Your money on time, no problem. This Guardians of the Galaxy thing, we are this close to getting it off the ground. And if I didn't have these handcuffs on, I would show you just how very close we are.
Why do I feel like I'll regret this?
No, come on, when have I ever... You won't regret it. Promise.
Chewie!
You've got 3 cycles, Peter. Not 4, not 5, 3. Contact me when you've got the units.
And if we don't?
The device we installed will deactivate your ship, and you will all go to prison.
Oh, great.
Gotcha. We won't let you down.
What the hell, Peter? You said you could get us out of this.
I did. 7,000 units is a small price.
7,000 units?
That is a tremendous sum.
Where are we gonna get that kind of money in 3 cycles?
By robbing
How
a
long
freaking
is the
bank,
cycle?
apparently.
How much
Okay.
is 7,000
So we
units?
got fined. So we have a Nova tracking thing on our ship that's gonna shut down our engines if we don't pay that fine in 3 cycles. At least we're not on a prisoner transport.
Not yet.
Come on, guys. You're Drax the Destroyer, man. You killed Thanos.
Oh, that already happened.
Are you gonna let a little fine slow you down?
Allegedly?
And Gamora, you're practically an MI6 agent, but way hotter and cooler. There's nothing you can't do.
I'm pretty sure
Here it
Gamora doesn't know what the MI6
Rocky, you're
is.
an actual genius and the scrappiest dude I know. How many prisons did you break out of?
7.
You are Groot. Guys, we're supposed to be a team. All we need to do is figure out how broke we are and come up with a plan. So check your quarters. Check between the sofa cushions. Check under the crafting bench. If you find any spare units lying around, grab them. I'll do the same in my quarters.
All right.
This is why you don't sleep with cops, Quill. They put bombs on my ship.
My ship.
All right, but we're out of jail, so you know, there's that. And it's chapter 3.
What's
Why
that
are-
supposed to mean?
It is common knowledge that rodents hoard nuts, stolen technology, units.
Okay, first off, I ain't a hoarder nor a rodent.
I know you have a stash hidden aboard this ship. Fetch it, now.
There ain't nothing to fetch. Groot blew our stash on Contraxia, and the rest I gave to Quill and Gamora for the dashed quarantine zone access code.
A likely story.
Why don't you go bother someone else?
I intend to.
What do you want, Quill? If you're looking for units, check your own room. So, you here to talk, or you just want a gear upgrade?
Let's talk.
You're not still upset, are you?
It'd be a lot better if we didn't have 3 cycles to pay a fine.
Hey, remember that time on Conlar with the Badoon and that really hot Ascavarian girl?
Yeah, her buddies would have spaced your stupid Humy butt if me and Groot hadn't busted in.
I had things under control, mostly.
Too
That
bad you're broke.
still
We
sounds-
should be charging you for all the times we saved you.
Name one other time you saved me.
Contraxia, Nowhere, Paramitar, Ceres, Contraxia again, Malador.
Okay, so I
You don't have to name all of the...
I should have turned you in for Yondu's bounty. Sure as Scott wouldn't be scrounging for units to pay off your Nova girlfriend.
ex-girlfriend. But admit it, you like being a guardian of the galaxy.
Still on the fence about the brand name, but keeping the Milano as collateral was a pretty smart move.
Never agreed to that.
If you'd rather I turn you in.
Don't worry. I know you put a lot into this team. I'll make it up to you.
You better.
Open this door. I know you are in there, sentient tree. Do not think that I do not know what you are up to.
Who keeps opening
Your
up the
conspirator
fridge?
has clearly
We're not
stashed his
going
own
to try to cool down the
I
entire
am
ship.
watching you, tree.
I mean, still looks kind of majestic out there in space. And here I am on Earth in front of a computer playing video games when I could be in space. Even if I owed 7,000 units within 3 cycles. Still sounds pretty good.
Groot, you okay in there? Think you could open the door for a minute? Is that my toothbrush? Great. Now I need a new toothbrush.
Great. Thanks, Groot. Drax!
Any units I uncover will go directly to you, but I am unsure the others will do the same.
So, you're taking the whole find the units thing pretty seriously.
It is a
Yeah, maybe
serious
relax a little bit.
I totally get it. We're all afraid of going back to prison.
matter. I am not afraid of going back to prison.
Oh, good. Because I'm not either, mostly.
In the kiln, I was surrounded by criminals, murderers, and thieves. They taught me a harsh lesson. Assassins and bounty hunters cannot be trusted.
Okay. Wow. Don't you think maybe you're calling the kettle black?
I have not mentioned kitchenware.
It's an Earth thing. What I mean is, you're a convicted mass murderer. I used to be a pirate. We're not exactly upstanding citizens.
You and I honor our word. I cannot say the same for the others.
You could be wrong, Drax. You won't know until you give them a chance.
We will see.
Those could be wholesome raiders and assassins. Yep, okay, let me escape Drax's huge back muscles.
Hey, Gamora.
You're supposed to knock.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be looking for money.
I did.
And?
I don't have any.
Also, what's with the dolls?
Do you value your life?
You know, I retract my previous question.
Yes, mostly I value my life.
Good. Then pretend like you saw nothing and get out.
See you in the lounge?
Out.
Got it.
No, I didn't see you playing with your dolls.
So,
Oh, no.
got any ideas to get those units together?
Do you have investments?
You think I look like an investment type of guy?
You are a risk taker.
Exactly. I don't sit behind no desk all day hoping for real estate fluctuations. I go out and I do stuff.
Fluctuations?
Perhaps we are somewhat alike.
Anybody who says fluctuation probably does not have an investment. Now, geez.
What if we contacted one of the assassin's disreputable sources?
My sources are reputable.
You don't really mean that. What were you saying?
The sound really carries inside this ship.
Value to Novacor.
You want to sell out one of Gamora's guys?
Well, if they are murderers, then justice would be served, and we could negotiate an extension of our fine.
Huh. Well, if I wasn't so sure Gamora would stab you in your sleep just for suggesting it, I think it was a pretty solid plan.
I do not want to be stabbed in my sleep. Ah.
Groot, are you done in there? Me and Musclehead could use some input. What do you mean?
I don't think there's anything. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
I have noticed that the tree is very meticulous about grooming.
Why does this thing look so...
I don't go into your room and touch your stuff, Quill.
What? You hacked my visor and added a scoreboard to it while I was sleeping.
That was different. I improved it. Also, did anyone tell you that you snore? I thought Drax was bad, but wow. Quill, you should really get that checked. You sound like a Torg.
I don't snore that loud.
Yeah, okay.
And my shirts are all high
What
quality.
is this thing anyway? It kind of looks like a metal face hugger.
That is clearly a spinal control unit.
Oh, clearly.
Yes, right, of course, a spinal control thingy.
Back on Half-World, Kree scientists use these to keep us super soldiers in line. They'd press a big, fun red button and zap! Instant obedience.
Holy crap. Rocket. How many of you super soldiers were there on Half-World?
When the Kree started, 100, maybe. By the time I escaped, just me and Lila. She was the first one not to die from the control unit.
And Lila is also a...
What? A raccoon?
Or not a raccoon?
You gotta understand. She was afraid of them, and the control unit made sure we stayed in line. That I stayed in line.
Oh, that sounds... awful. I can't imagine.
So, I did what I do best. I found a way to overload the control unit. When the Blueskins let us out of our cage, kaboom! I blew a hole into the side of the lab. What we didn't know, what I didn't know, was that the lab was protected by sentry bots. We got to the security fence and Lila covered me while I hacked the modulator frequency, and as soon as it opened, she pushed me through the door. I heard her die, Quill.
Ah, Rocket.
Doesn't matter now. Past is the past, right? And that thing is just a reminder.
What exactly did the Kree do to you?
They ripped me apart and rebuilt me over and over and over again until I became this half-finished thing they could mold and shape and control.
Oh, Rocket, I had no idea. I mean, I knew the Kree Empire was desperate, but...
Do you know what it's like to lose all control of your body? To be in constant pain, trapped inside yourself, unable to stop the horrible things you're doing? That control unit made sure I did what I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, whether I wanted to or not. A neat, furry little machine of death. Didn't take long to figure out I was better off not fighting it.
Okay. Then let's shoot this thing out the airlock. Have a little middle finger salute ceremony to the bastards who built it.
I don't think I'm ready to let go of that part of me yet. Maybe one day.
Are you 100% sure you want to keep it? What if it...
Controls me? I decided a long time ago, Quill, that I would never let anyone control me again. As far as I'm concerned, this is just another useful piece of junk and a few bad memories.
I'm sorry you had to go through all that, Rocket. For real.
Okay, for a moment there, I forgot who Gamora's sister was, Nebula. And I was just remembering, like, Nebula's plotline in the movies seemingly kind of followed a similar path, being taken apart and put back together multiple times.
Quill? He got us into this mess in the first place. He ain't got a plan.
All right.
Well. Let's see if we can find some stray units in here. Really?
$37 units?
We appear to be 6,963 units short.
Wow, Drax, thank you. I'm impressed by your math.
I know. We clearly need a plan.
And reconsider my initial proposal.
Oh, no, not Fin Fang Foom again.
Yes, we should go after Fin Fang Foom.
Drax, there are easier ways to get paid. Like, what about selling Gamora's crap?
What?
Oh, come on, you've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always
holding out on
My
us, Quill.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Team's in trouble, and you can't be bothered to make no
Set course
sacrifice.
for the Mach
I will
Star
sacrifice
system.
your head.
And take us to the majestic mountains of Kakaran.
Real mature.
Where we will seek to best the...
Guys! I think we should hear out Groot for once.
Right, that was an excellent idea.
He says
was
we
it?
should combine both ideas.
Sell Gamora's trinkets to Fin Fang Foom. Brilliant!
Yeah, you know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster. He's not. He's the sweetest, most... I am Groot. No, you don't. This ain't something you can pretend. Oh, yeah? You want monster? I'll show you monster!
Whoa, guys!
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that.
Look,
okay?
we also have a space llama. And if I remember
Groot,
correctly,
I guess we could bust him
there
out
was an
after.
early demo,
Absurd.
a preview of this game, where you approach Lady
Hellbender seems
Hellbender
the monster.
to try to
The
sell...
small, ugly one is clearly the correct choice. He is cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage. Monster Queen would pay a great sum for such a creature.
Oh, I get to
Really?
choose who I want to sell?
How great.
How are you okay with this?
Because I know what I am. And I know what he ain't.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not Groot.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
All right. Vote to sell Groot. I feel like I'm going to be doing this with... And honestly, I probably would still be doing this with every little decision, even if I wasn't streaming, just to be like, but what are the effects of this story? Decision. Galaxy, Cell, Groot, or Rocket. Nope. So it looks like you get more money selling Groot. But either way, like if we're selling Groot, we're planning to save him, which is only going to cause us more problems because we've essentially transferred one enemy for another. Okay, so if you sell Groot, it becomes more of a stealth mission. If you sell Rocket, it becomes an action mission. I'm going to go with Groot, because I think Groot is a more convincing monster, whereas Rocket is just kind of a jerk.
Well, I think Groot's more convincing, in the traditional monster sense. Groot, buddy, first of all, thank you. And second of all, I want you to know we're gonna bust you out of there right after, okay?
But we're still going to probably end up making
All right,
an enemy
let's do
out of
this.
Lady
Let's go
Hellbender.
sell a monster.
Well, what about the space? We still have the space llama, though. I guess she doesn't care about the space llama. We're not really going to worry about
Not
that.
seriously flying into that.
You say the weather
It's
patterns of
Seknarf 9
are
in
tied
the
to temperament
Seknarf
of its
system.
ruler.
Greater
That's not how women
Melik-
work.
Or weather. Anyways, I'm sure it looks worse than it is.
Nope, it's actually pretty awful. Looks great. Looks fantastic.
There! That's Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Get us in close, Quill. I don't want to walk in this.
Yep, no problem. Flying the wrong way.
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment.
Piece of cake.
Oh, yeah.
He can't be serious.
What? This way we can scope things out before we finish the transaction.
We're like 100 clicks from her base.
You know
That's
how
a
much
lot
I
of clicks.
scoping. Nope. Okay.
You don't want to scope? Only cool kids scope.
Next time, I'm flying.
Are you sure the leafy one is ready for this?
Nope.
He'll be fine.
We already discussed that, though.
Don't you get all gloomy right now. Don't help.
Because your constant complaining does?
You are complaining about the short one complaining.
We're all complaining. Happy?
Ah, space llama.
You're way too soft to be a monster, big girl. Yes, you are.
Why don't we ever get missions on nice, warm, dry planets? Paramatar did have a nice forest, because it was dry.
Ah. Oh yeah, this is the
Looks
translator.
broken. Maybe Rocket can fix it. Groot! Hey, buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is.
I mean, we're going to sell you to a monster buyer, so...
Too bad this translator's busted. I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something. That way I could download it into my translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, you know, Rocket always filtering it.
I suppose, yeah, no matter what, you still have a translator.
You know, I didn't always have a translation implant. I mean, I was failing Spanish before I left Earth, not that Spanish would have prepared me for all of this. Man, those first few years, do you know how hard it was to get by without having any idea what people were saying? Half of the languages out here sound like white noise, weird birds, and messed up theremins. I don't even want to know what Rocket actually sounds like.
Okay, now that is actually an interesting idea. Like the idea that we're
living in space. Let me tell you.
That we are hearing
Honestly, man,
all of
lucky
these
you have
characters through an interpreter. Though
what
that
it's
is
like to
something
be
that's
surrounded by
just
people
that's
and have
thrown
no
out the
one
window for
understand
the
you, how
movies.
lonely that can be. I'd have been lost. You must have been lost too before Rocket and us.
Yeah, like how
Probably
many
don't say
people
this
out there
enough,
speak
but
Groot?
you really are an important part of the team. I can't imagine the Gardeners of the Galaxy without Groot. And who knows? If this thing does have your language in it and Rocket can download it somehow or hack it or I don't know. It'd be nice to finally talk to you. For real.
I like how we have a whole lengthy conversation where I cannot understand a single thing the other person says. Although that does remind me of, I recently played through South Park, The Fractured Butthole, and one of the things that I really like about that game and Stick of Truth is that your character is it's the silent protagonist, but anytime you have a conversation with somebody, the camera always switches to your character when it's their turn for dialogue, and it stays on your character for long enough that, like, your character should say something, but they still just stand there saying absolutely nothing. And then it cuts back to the previous character. So it does, like, the traditional, like, when you have two characters talking, camera one, flip, camera two, but it's always just that, still a one-sided dialogue. And you kind of get almost a similar result here.
Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
I don't think you have to shout that
Will? I'm
loud.
busy.
I'm pretty sure
See if this translator
sound
has
travels.
Groot's language on it?
It doesn't.
You didn't even check.
Don't need to. Cheap scud like that don't have rare language packages, and even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
Really? Wait, do you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Talinisan? And yeah, I speak it, more or less.
To
Me and
Linizen.
Groot been bounty
Okay.
hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working together that long, you develop a common understanding. You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation. They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am in Groot.
So there's hope for us yet. Glad we had this little chat. Awesome. Cool.
All right, let's actually go check on Rocket's.
Wait, isn't Parameter where we got ambushed by machete-wielding goons?
I believe they were hatchet-wielding goons, and they were after Peter Quill.
Who cares about the hatchet, guys? It wasn't raining, and we weren't about to be selling one of us.
Like, do we have another
Wonder
thing?
Rocket's the way he is.
I guess we don't have anything else we need to say about that. Okay. The game was just informing me about something I already knew and already did. Groot, got anything to say,
I still
buddy?
believe it is a mistake to sell the tree.
Ha! Yeah, that's right. Maybe you're the mistake, musclehead.
That does not make sense.
Maybe Groot misspoke. You could say he, made a mistake.
He made a mistake.
Dry up. That's what I want to do after this mission. I don't know. After we pay this fine...
I must have
He's
missed
gonna
something
say
somebody said.
Contraxia again.
Contraxia? Who cares if I'm predictable? Contraxia's got nice weather.
Drax.
They say that Seknarf 9 is inhospitable to soft-bodied beings. We shall see how you fare, Peter Quill.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
No, we should not go. We got to. It's different.
Of course, it had to be raining.
Gamora?
Hope that jacket of yours is waterproof.
That jacket of mine has been places.
Hey, Groot.
Okay, here we go.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
And we will...
How do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
Really? I'm pretty sure we're going to be figuring it out the entire
There's
time.
nothing to figure out. As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good. We've already got a beast. All that's left is the merchant part.
Good thing I put on my official merchant costume.
There is no such thing. Right?
In fact, you ain't sure. Don't boast so good.
Ouch! Ugh. Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking.
Hey, Stormlord. We ain't seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. The hardship will strengthen your spirit.
At least we'll have time to think about our sales pitch.
How are we to convince a beast collector to purchase a tree?
So what the Nowhere Collector wants you back? You don't speak for all collectors.
We got this. Just don't fall and we'll be fine.
Agreed. Must face Lady Hellbender's rage.
I would imagine there's a lot of different collectors in... Oh, son of a... throughout this universe.
Value of getting killed.
Of being direct, you child of subterfuge.
What is your problem?
Lady Hellbender scoffs upon duplicity and dishonor. Your reputation is why she tests us.
Oh my gosh. Drax!
You know she can't control the weather, right?
Can we refocus here? We're here to trick some lady, not kill each other.
She's not just some lady. Lady Hellbender's a known warrior.
And a queen.
And...
That was way too close.
Well played, Lady Hellbender.
You're saying Lady Hellbender controls the lightning?
Guys! Focus! Keep an eye out on those big blue ones and take cover when they hit. Or we'll get thrown right off.
Good advice.
Oh my.
Okay, this might be more dangerous than I thought.
Really?
Danger!
Yeah, keyword live.
If any of you die, I'm going back to the ship. Yo, Quill, the fortress is this way. Of course he knows we're on the clock. 3 cycles.
It's called scouting, okay?
No, we're all going the wrong way.
Okay. I'm aware of this. In fact, that might be the thing we know most about you. Okay, how many times are we falling off of things? You could call us Nathan Drake because all of the things that we're climbing are falling apart.
We should have gone to Mako 4.
What was on Maklu 4?
Check out the old resistance ship. Thing's been shot to hell.
No doubt by this one and her Chitauri friends.
We weren't friends.
Guys.
Oh, now instead of an orb-shaped blob, we're fighting a square-shaped blob.
But it ain't moving now.
It would be wary, Rodent.
You know what? I survived freaking Half-World. I think I'm scared of some little... Ah!
It's not alone. Get ready.
All right. Okay, remember there's a...
Watch the spiky things! Now is not the time for watching Peter Quill.
Capable of bounding great distances, maintain focus fire, gelatinous exterior vulnerable to freezing.
Perhaps these were sent by Lady Hellbender. Well, she...
Oh my gosh.
Drop them, Gamora! Order up!
Ah.
They are amorphous vermin. The outer muck is only a distraction from its nucleus.
That is correct, Drax.
Whose idea was it to make these sharp on the inside?
I don't know, but cutting into them is pretty fun, right?
Well, slime's speeding up!
How about you attack that one?
Any last words?
Light 'em up, Rocket!
Blow them up. Excellent. Is
The Blobby's got a knife!
Jiggly and deadly! What gives?
I don't know, but cutting into them is pretty fun, right?
Destroy!
Gamora, you've already said this.
The Blob's on a warpath!
Ah,
Jelly is charging!
I slice off a piece and it grows back!
The prickly interior must be shattered!
there we go. I was gonna say, how do I do my own?
Speeding up!
Slice and dice!
I thought you'd never ask!
Let's see those branches! Watch the spiky things! Don't have to tell me twice! What's next, Peter?
All right, let's get rid of this one. Yes, fantastic.
The outer muck is only a distraction from its nucleus! Make your peace!
They keep moving around!
Ah, damn it.
You must be quicker, assassin! Oh man! Why do they have blades in them?
I don't know, but cutting into them is
That's
pretty
what a
fun,
monster
right?
around here looks like?
I'm aware of this, Gamora.
Sanctuary. Creatures here are not her pets.
You sort of do look like food.
We're gonna be food if we don't climb out of here.
Where the flark is she going?
She's going up.
There's a trail going through the jungle! Try to find a way up!
Ah, thanks.
This husk should be easier to climb than the muddy terrain.
I ain't comfortable calling it a husk, seeing as we're about to climb it and all.
Clearly not a husk!
It is the hollowed husk of a bygone time.
Crew Centaurian ship, designation Buta. Crew honored and interred without remains. Standard vessel designed for resistance to supply efforts. All right. Do we need to grab a block or something, or can we
Mud
just...
in this area smells queer.
It's them deli things we find. I think they, secrete in here. Hey, Starpants, see anything we can climb on?
Not really, but maybe if we cleared the gunk off the side.
Shall I rip it apart then?
Let's go easy if we can. Keep in mind this old thing helped win the war.
Having fun?
Didn't think I'd ever be shooting at a resistance ship.
What's a resistance ship doing all the way out here anyway? Doing nothing. There. Wing controls.
All right. Drax,
You could pull this reactor out gently, right?
If it were combustible, the rodent would have shot it by now.
He makes an excellent point.
Shall I continue ripping it apart?
No. I think we're good.
What's taking so long?
Peter Quill is dilly-dallying in the rain.
Yes.
Not dilly-dally. I'm thinking.
Great. We made it halfway up. Now what?
Maybe if we could lower that wing somehow. Need your expert skills again, Rocket. All right, Rocket. That wing control panel's all yours.
Oh, I wonder if I could actually choose like who to do it,
Everyone watch
and
out
I would
for
get
beeping
different
red lights.
solutions to any given movement problem.
This is a resistance ship. We'll be lucky if there's only one booby trap on it.
That don't sound like no jelly thing.
They say that Lady Hellbender's call echoes throughout the planet.
That don't sound like no lady either.
The war rages between resistance forces and the vile Chitauri. We've engaged them throughout the Seknarf system, with the costliest battles taking place in orbit of Seknarf 9. We've already seen the Chitauri landing on the planet's surface, which makes us rethink our belief that it is a neutral world. Or maybe the Monster Queen fights her own resistance below. If we ever intended to find an alliance here, we've long since ruined our chances by pelting her world with downed ships. Not just Chitauri, we've already lost half of our own fleet. It must look like the heavens are raining fire from down there. There are no winners in this conflict, only death. We're waiting for the inevitable retreat orders. We cannot win this battle. I'm not even certain we can win this war. Excuse me, I've got some components to collect. Okay, we're almost able to afford the health bonus.
Careful! Looks like something big moved through here.
Yay!
If you see anything with claws the size of Drax, let me know.
I thought we already had our monster. What are you dragging this thing for?
Or sport.
Nothing wrong with a little sport. A girl has to keep busy.
You are looking for trouble, assassin.
You sure you want to get lost out here?
Relax. I'm just looking around.
Yeah, oh.
Just further proof that we are not welcome here. If we turn back every time we ain't wanted, we never go anywhere.
Good point.
Organs of Seknarf rose. Pruning recommended for pollinator access.
Can you get us through here, Gamora?
Whatever it takes to find Hellbender.
Name is Lady Hellbender.
Yeah, Gamora.
If we want an audience with her, we will have to start showing some respect.
This from the guy who calls me Harlot Spawn of Thanos.
An accurate description. We all know which harlot spawn it refers to.
What about her sister Nebula?
I forgot about the blue harlot spawn.
Gamora's
Oh my
actually
gosh.
adopted, so not even that accurate.
Yeah. Also, not a harlot.
Right. That too.
We'll need to find a way out of this jungle.
Oh my.
Ask them for directions.
I'm thinking maybe they are directions.
Seriously? Oh, like a signpost or something.
I'm not saying
An
it's an arrow
ancient
with a little fortress
signpost.
on it, but statues suggest civilization, and the only settlement I saw when we were topside.
Was Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Oh, hold on. I see a hand sticking out there. Maybe,
This is a Flarkin maze. Dead end. That's just great.
Wait, is that Chitauri tech over there?
Ask the Chitauri.
No, it is. It's a retractable bridge. They used them at the prison I was in.
Too
Oh,
bad the
great.
controls are on the other side of the giant chasm.
What do you not have time to dawdle in this jungle? I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the bridge.
I may activate a hole through your face. Put me down.
We're not throwing rockets.
Very well.
You sons of flarkin' dogs!
How will we cross?
Don't face
Look around, we'll find another way.
Shooting your way out of every problem again, Peter?
Yes.
Not a case. We both know it's too far for you.
Is this even connected to anything? Or am I just shooting at something for nothing?
There has to be something we can use. Maybe a tall tree? Taller than roots.
Wow, it is dark in here.
If
It
you
is?
run into any monsters, let us know.
Monster Planet. Right.
What's Chitauri Tech doing on a backwater mud pump?
Perhaps Lady Hellbender repelled the invading swarm, and it was among the spoils.
You do know that aimless shooting isn't gonna scare the monsters away, right?
Hey, my shooting's not aimless. Everything I do is with purpose and, you know, heroism. Hey, I found more ruins down here.
Drax.
Drax, think you can topple this?
Indeed.
I wonder what happens if you choose the wrong option. Like, do you get dialogue options for, like...
I may have angered them.
Them?
We're being hunted.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let's try not to fall.
That's your pep talk? Great place to leave a sculpture.
Wait, hear that?
Eyes up, people.
Incoming!
Yes, I know we're in a fight!
Let's see. Thick hide, gliding, inside, and proximal, maintain distance, and focus fire.
Anyone else notice this place looks like a graveyard?
Fitting that it shall be littered with corpses.
You don't stand a chance!
Okay, she definitely does a lot of damage.
Are there none left to fight? We can fly these beasts straight to Lady Hellbender.
Oh my gosh.
Bust out the sword.
There we go. Ah, damn it. Nope.
This is how it's done!
Okay, get rid of you.
I don't think that I've let you ride them over the ravine!
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I'm starting to miss those deli tanks. I prefer a new
Okay, then challenge yourself in that direction.
This
No, you don't let us grab it. So glad you parked all this way away, Quill.
I leave
Ah,
you
damn it.
shut down by lightning! Anyone else notice this place looks like a graveyard?
Yes.
Really got time to be admiring the scenery?
Enough of these inferior creatures. I yearn for the one.
I can now actually spend ability
Turned
points.
around as well. Where the flark are we?
Just look around. There must be a path here somewhere.
Okay, let's see what abilities we can get and what we're trying to get. Let's see. Star-Lord unleashes rapid fire shots, dealing heavy damage spread across one or more enemies. That sounds good. Rocket tosses great at an enemy, drawing others towards the initial target's position and grouping them for a follow-up attack. Causes roots to shoot up from the ground, dealing moderate damage to enemies in range and launching small to medium enemies in the air. Neat. Gamora dashes between enemies, striking each one once and dealing moderate damage. If only one enemy is present, she will attack it several times. Alright. Drax charges forward, dealing moderate stagger to all enemies in a line. Okay, I'm going to go with Fan the Hammer first. Let's see, Nova Lord. We bought this gold dome outfit dirt cheap for a protection gig, but it didn't pan out. I kept mine because the ladies are always asking me to dig it out of the closet so I can show off my Nova Force. I'm always ready to protect and serve. Gamora addendum? Ooh. Just ew. Original design for the video game. After the Resistance won the war, I had to deal with a lot of annoying noise as people tried to get everything back to normal. Boring ceremonies, planetary diplomats, even a couple weddings. I needed something to blend in, but also to let me jump right in the action if any surprises popped up. They did. It still has a few scorch marks on it. And that is from... I like how they have not just the comic it appeared in, the writer of the comic, the artists, the cover artists, the editors, everybody that was involved. You know, it would be amazing if the movies were even, like, that credited towards the comics. Like, imagine if you're reading the comics and it didn't just say, like, Stan Lee. Like, if, like, let's say this movie is based on these 5 comic series. Like, it actually credited all of those people in the movie credits. Like, that would be good. Do we have any other outfits? Oh no, these are, we also have for the regular outfits. My jacket has been with me since about a month after I heard my first Star-Lord trek. Sure, I outgrew and replaced it a few times. Oh, so this isn't the original jacket, but that patch is still the original. Oh. Wait, which piece is... Which part of the jacket is still part of the original jacket? That patch is still the original. Together we've been to prison, flown through wormholes, and even won a galactic war. We're inseparable.
Why are we so sure this is the way?
The statues here didn't walk into place. They were carried.
Carried? By whom? For what purpose?
I thought you were supposed to be the Lady Hellbender expert. Surprise,
No, he's the
surprise.
Lady Hellbender
Another
Stan.
statue.
This is a little
Take
different.
Weird statues over weird monsters any day.
You're in the business of selling monsters, Peter Quill, not statues.
Yeah? I'm also in the business of not getting killed. Kind of a side thing I got going. All right, Gamora. Pretty sure it's this way.
50 units says it ain't.
He doesn't have 50 units.
I have 37 units.
No way are we almost there. Still got like half a planet to walk across.
Lady Hellbender could cross this jungle in 7 strides.
Oh my
Sure
gosh.
she could.
What is up with all of this Lady Hellbender worship?
Oh, she flies now.
She possesses flying creatures.
I heard she shoots lasers out of her eyes.
Now we're talking.
I've not heard that one.
I heard there are actually 9 of her. That's why they call it Seknarf 9.
Ha! That is preposterous.
That one's preposterous.
Gamora, mind cutting us a path?
They say that Lady Hellbender feels it every time you cut a piece of her jungle.
An old Nova bomber. I haven't seen one of these since the war. I remember it used to take a dozen ships to bring one down.
A dozen ships, or 1 Chitauri infiltrator.
I'll take that one as a compliment.
Still no sign of the fortress?
Nope. We even sure this is the right way?
Yes,
Now what's the holdup?
fear.
No. Just thinking someone else should cross the death.
Now is not the time for fear. That comes later.
Hit first. Me and Groot are the merchandise.
Only one of you is the merchandise. Just go.
No, you just go.
Someone go!
Don't leaders usually cross first?
Not if it's dangerous. Because I need to cover everyone.
Don't I have rocket boots?
See, it's fine. Perfectly safe.
Fine.
Do not even think of pushing the assassin.
There are so many better ways to kill someone.
I'm sure we'll take that as encouragement. Also, I'm reminded,
Does it?
back in the day, I used to work at Blockbuster Video, which I can talk shit about, because they don't exist anymore. They had a specific policy for staggered exit.
It doesn't matter.
Blockbuster Video had a specific policy for what they called a staggered exit. And that would be, like, let's say you've got an end of the night shift. You've got the manager on duty, and then you got one cashier. They'd close up, and then the cashier would leave the store and go to their car. Then, once they leave, the manager would leave the store and go to their car. The idea of the staggered exit is if there was anything going on out there, if any danger was there outside of the Blockbuster, the cashier would be the one getting the brunt of it, whereas the manager would be safe.
Of course it matters.
It's unstable either way. Just move.
Also, what is this giant monster? Ah, damn it. I feel like I'm failing all of these easy QuickTime events because they're like almost too easy. Like if you've ever played Guitar Hero on normal and then you got too good at it, so you played it on hard, but then you got too good at it, so you played it on very hard, and then one day you play it on normal again, and suddenly it's just too hard because like you're not expecting it to move so slowly that it's...
Nice catch.
You're welcome. Don't get used to it.
Ah, there's a blob.
You're not alone here.
I got it.
Oh, great.
Guys, anyone know what that is?
A monster.
Drax. Oh my gosh. Some enemies have multiple health bars as indicated by markers above the gauge. When you deplete one bar, its marker vanishes, revealing the next. Once all markers are gone, the enemy's last health bar appears. Yay, great. Let's see, prone to lunging, maintain evasion as sustained fire to stagger, soft underbelly, vulnerable if exposed.
It's a monster eat monster world.
It is past time my blades were bloody. Them belly things were cutting it.
Yeah, nope.
I don't want to get eaten by a sweet tiger. It is we who shall do the eating this day.
I don't think I want to eat that either. Fantastic. Now that we've cut off its tail, we can harvest it and make armor out of it. Damn it, that's a different game. If your momentum gauge is active, a call to action prompt may appear. Press it to trigger a special guardian text. Successful calls to action will leave enemies crippled.
Cowardly beast! Finish the battle!
Aw, Stumpy's running away.
That its tail between its legs.
Cold, but I'll accept it.
I say we go after it. Finish the job.
Anyone ever tell you you're scary?
Yes.
I mean, there's obviously a way out up there, which is exactly what we need. Plus, it'll give us eyes on where we need to go.
It is settled. Let us scale this down contraption.
Yeah, okay. How do we do that?
Good question.
Starting to wonder if I should be the one with a fancy visor.
I wouldn't trust a thing you said.
We agree for once. I too would prefer Peter Quill's incompetence to the rodent's lies.
Oh, thanks. Let's see. Interactive regenerating matter mends and regenerates cellular structure unless fully destroyed. Porous yet sturdy vertical surface pierced to provide springboard for ascension.
That bomber's full of old dead notes. Maybe we should, you know, lighten their pockets. Hey, Quill, mind giving the old girl a scan?
I agree. Maybe part of the ship's still functional.
Huh. Looks like there's one of those vintage workbench things back here.
Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe someone was trying to fix up the old bomber.
I'm aware of this. Oh, Gamora can help you access elevated instead of just activated.
Yeah, all right. Just better not get jumped by any monsters.
Okay, I do want the extra health.
Here you go.
So, where are we? Waiting for you so that we can scale this contraption.
Ah, right. Gamora, how high up this thing can you climb?
Let's find out.
Are you relishing this moment, assassin?
What moment?
Visiting the grave of your enemies.
Nova Corps weren't my enemies, Drax. They were my father's enemies.
Gotta say, I get some sick satisfaction from seeing this thing buried in the ground. See anything useful up there?
I got eyes on this gunked up reactor. A couple of shots should bring it down. The reactor thing there is pretty loose.
And pretty gunked up.
All right. Pretty sure that baby's our ticket upward. Somehow.
It is neither a baby nor a ticket. It is a reactor.
All right, that's great,
Maybe
Drax.
This Hell Lady is some old war hero, and she can get Nova off our backs.
Gamora, can you use the reactor to get up the ship?
Not when it's over there.
Okay.
Groot, any suggestions? Anything you can do with that busted reactor unit rocket?
Oh yeah, tons of stuff. Just not moving.
Okay.
Drax, moving that thing around ain't a problem, right?
It is not. Just like the mighty Lady Hellbender, I am exceptionally muscular.
Got it, Drax.
Here looks good.
This unit is tremendously heavy.
I thought you were exceptionally muscular.
I'm pretty sure the mighty Lady Hellbender would have no trouble carrying that.
Wait,
Do you even know where to put it?
I have merely followed our leader's directions.
Are we sure we want to go back up? I'm getting used to not being completely soaked.
No giant monster. All good.
Hold on.
What do you think made this place worth fighting over?
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe the ships we've seen just got taken down by the storms.
You think this place was like a secret base?
Could be. Middle of nowhere, inhospitable surface, storms provide cover from detection. Maybe refugees fled here.
I think I'd rather have been in the war.
Okay, I don't think this is the right way. But how do I get to that over there?
Here goes nothing. Woo! That was fun.
Did he perish?
Hey, Quill, you dead?
No! Wow! I'm alive!
Are you in need of assistance, Peter Quill?
It's all right. I'll figure it out. Never thought I'd see a pair of these again.
Hey, you think he's stuck?
Perhaps.
Oh, come on.
Ah, Chitauri's seer
Gamora,
clubs.
could you pull me over? What if you wedge your sword in the crack? Ooh, right here. Wedge it in.
All right. Is this good?
Yeah, wedge it right into that crack. Thank you.
Yeah. Any sign of the giant thing in the ravine?
Oh yeah, we made a deal. You can eat fruit first. Just messing with you, bud.
Can we get to the top of the ship now?
Looks like a few cables are all that's standing between the wing and a makeshift bridge. What's that I hear? The wing cables calling down to us? They want a date with your sword, Gamora.
Really? I can cut those cables, I just need a way up.
Ah,
Drax, this one's all you.
so if you can put that there.
Probably here.
Understood.
See, working together, solving the problems, so that we can sell Groot.
Will.
Ah, and Gamora still remembers that she has to do this. I don't have to.
Impressive.
See? That was easy.
Re-instruct.
Great teamwork, everyone.
Yeah. I mean,
I
Groot
helped in
and
spirit.
yeah,
Right.
Groot and Rocket didn't do anything, but
Treetops, here we come.
You know, I really admire our team's commitment to safety.
One thing is clear. We would never have accomplished this task without the assassin.
Did Drax just praise Gamora?
I am giving credit where credit is due.
Took you long enough. We all know Gamora's super cool and super valuable.
There it is! Lady Hellbender's fortress!
It's gotten bigger, that's for sure.
Ha! It is not getting bigger. We are getting closer.
yeah, thank you, Drax.
Looks like there's a way down here.
What's Captain distracted up to now?
I'm collecting components.
If he calls us over, I'm done. Whoa, guys! There's this totally sweet pile of crap on the ground. So interesting. Let's all stick our fingers in it.
I can hear you downwind.
I can hear you downwind.
I could smell you
Guys,
downwind.
We're a team. Let's all work together. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, just because that's a perfect imitation of me doesn't mean.
Okay, here we go. Oh, slimy. Guys. You might want to wait to come down here.
Oh, why the Flarkus is so deep?
Is this where the red blobs come from?
You think?
Some schmack. Reach!
The sword will not work, woman. Find us a rope.
Yeah, and fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know, I'm sinking in jelly here.
Well, do something!
Like what?
Quill?
Okay, how did I do this?
What did you just do?
Sorcery. So cool.
Rocket! Somebody get him out of there!
Also, is anybody going to notice that his gun changed?
Mind telling us what happened?
I don't know, my glasses, they... Only done that once before when I was a kid. I don't do it on purpose.
Classic Spartoid tech. Just when you think you've seen it all, it pulls scud like this. Just, could you just...
Please, let
No,
us
you
alone.
don't need to engineer it and
Well, I just
open
wanna
it up.
see how they tick. Otherwise, it might as well be magic.
Or sorcery.
Guys,
DNA code some kind of morphing animal.
Or sorcery.
here we go again.
Oh, we have the ice element. This has more, like, role-playing aspects than I was expecting in its gameplay. Press to indicate ice shots. The icon above an enemy's health bar indicates weakness to element. Element gauge replenishes over time, and ammo are dropped by defeated enemies. Yeah.
It's an ice cube! That's fun!
We're so happy for you and your guns, Quill.
You better be. because it's great.
I got 99 pros, but there's new input.
I don't think they get the references, Pete.
We fall into the source of this type of creature. Source smells the same. Time to shred 'em!
Time's up!
Okay, these guns kick so much ass! They are not restricted to the posterior.
Soaks up a lot of pain for such a weird little thing.
The outer muck is only a distraction from its nucleus.
Ah,
The explosive cores are exhilarating. So long as it don't blow in your face.
there we go.
Can't believe we almost drowned. I have nearly perished in worse ways. My blows bounce off the jelly.
I don't think the goo matters. It's the spikes inside. Looks like a hot night.
Size, Gamora.
We're close,
Marvelous.
but we're gonna need to get up there.
I'm thinking we can climb up and over.
Ding, ding, ding. Give that man a gold star.
Let's figure out how to make it climbable.
Stars are made of hydrogen, not gold. Be a planetoid.
Thank you,
Barely any
Drax.
Power. Maybe we can muscle those cannons out.
It would give us some steps to climb. It's worth a shot.
Wonder if we can get anything to pop out of the side of that wreck.
All right, Drax.
Drax, think you can drag this cannon out?
I will try. It is more stubborn than expected.
Rocket, you could fit through that hole. Maybe hack some. Drax, can you try again?
Why? It does not stay.
I'm working it out. Trust me.
I cannot hold it forever.
I did it!
Impressive, Peter Quill.
Now we gotta get the next one out.
All right, Rocket.
I need you to squeeze inside that little hole and try to knock the gun loose from the inside.
Hello? Shatari ship full of booby traps and death mechanisms?
But you love both those things.
You're right, I do. And I always wanted to see the inside of one of these bug bombers. Fine. Oh, what reeks in here? That's... Oh, Scott.
You okay in there, Rocket?
I found the crew. I guess not even the worms want to eat dead Shatari meat.
Rocket.
Relax. Just gonna reroute the little bit of remaining power to the cannon and... nothing. You know what? Clark it. I'm blowing it up.
What? Hang on! Think about all the booby traps and...
Ha! Look at it go! He must have jump-started the thing.
Rocket, you okay?
Yeah. And dry now, too.
Well, it's a good thing there wasn't a booby trap that would cause you to get wet.
If I never see another one of these ships again, it'll be too soon.
Gamora, can you clear us a path through that junk?
Sure.
Yes, Peter Quill. Onward to the palace of the great giantess.
Oh, man. Another murder tentacle.
Careful. It might be playing dead.
Lady Hellbender gives us impossible task. Wants all crashing ships cleaned up. Does not want Chitauri and Resistance junk in her force, but there is so much. And beasts move in. Plants tangle. And what about bridges? Ugly, but bridges work. We take down bridges, put them where after? Maybe we anger her. Maybe she punishes us. But who will move junk if junk movers killed by beasts? Maybe she doesn't think about this. Maybe she doesn't care. Only about beasts.
Come on, Quill. Let me get a look at them guns.
No.
You're not tinkering with my only means of defense.
Fine. I'll swipe them next time you're asleep.
Oh, still
With them
no.
under my pillow.
Good. Now I know where to find them.
Oh, hello.
That is not a happy monster.
to its broodmother, Lady Hellbender.
Oh,
Oh my
I
gosh.
doubt it, Drax.
I used to believe that the rodent had the...
Come on. Why is the bridge always on the wrong side?
This time I insist we hurl the foul beast.
And I insist we push muscles over the side of the cliff.
To what end?
Yours! You
Okay.
are dead! Dead!
How many times do I have to say it? We're not throwing rocket.
Ridiculous. You were holding us back to spare the beast's feelings. When has he done the same for us?
Put him down.
Please be a lesson to you.
Oh, I'll show you what a lesson looks like!
Knock it off, guys.
Honestly, they're probably better off throwing
Better than this.
I'm not.
Letting a measly
Throwing
Chitauri
Star-Lord.
installation stop our progress is unprofessional.
because he at least has rocket
Stop
boots.
wasting time arguing. We'll find another way across.
Shouldn't we at least have a leash for our monster? If we can't get across it, maybe we can go around it.
Guys, I've got something here. It's deep. This looks promising.
There's little room to maneuver if something should attack.
We're not gonna be here long.
Anybody see a way through?
We'll make one if we have to.
Oh, anybody else smell that?
Yep, definitely something gross behind here. Drax, can you chuck that through the stink wall?
I fear I will regret this. That is disturbingly fragrant. I am clenching every organ.
Okay, that's kind of weird. Hello? Anybody?
Is this a monster transport? It looks like a monster transport.
Okay, that got my blood pumping. Why would Lady Hellbender cage this creature?
Because it's dangerous?
Scud?
Perhaps it is food.
That thing's food?
Yes, monster food.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Peter,
Why would it taste like
I
that?
can use this.
You know, we really
Monster
gotta work
food?
on your taste
The
buds.
cage.
You get it?
We need the cage.
Taste
We go into that
buds.
fortress with our monster peacefully walking beside us. We'll be laughed right out of the room.
Any bites?
Yeah.
Why are you whispering?
Petting it? Root, don't pet the tentacle thing.
Gamorrean thinks we can sell our monster act better if we have a proper cage. Only problem is there's a pissed off monster inside.
Release the beast. Let me dispose of it.
Because that worked so well for you last time.
Why don't we try selling the monster that's currently in the cage?
Ideally, one that guarantees my
I feel like that would be a Star-Lord move. Oh, we released it anyway.
Stumpy's back!
Okay, let's try to get rid of the one we've already been fighting.
You could ice him up, Peter!
Yes, let us see your wizardry. Face me! Its weakness is exposed! These creatures are perfect predators! Why are you so far from here?
Yep. Gamora, I might have got you.
Invincible and doles out icy pain!
Abandon the beast, and I may slice into its soft belly!
Yep.
Much!
There we go.
We must strike the large one with more force!
That was a bit of a waste, but that's okay.
Its tail is brimming with ice! Best keep your distance! Your monster head! Orders! No cargo! carcasses on my ship!
Its belly looks soft! Avenge the beast, that I may slice into its soft belly!
All right.
Oh, come to me, beast!
You are coming with me.
That's convenient.
We better hurry.
First rain.
Wait,
Kelly.
couldn't we just
Slimy,
have
stinky crawl spaces.
crushed it while it was
All
in the
these
cage
monsters. I
and
hate
then
this
reopen the
planet.
cage?
You hate everything, Rocket.
True, but especially the stinky slime tunnel part. Itchy fur is where I draw the line.
We do smell exceptionally foul.
Yeah, way worse than usual. I swear, Quill, that's the last time I follow you through rock poop.
Hey, we're a team. If we're gonna smell like butt, we're gonna smell like butt together.
Oh,
That was most eloquent, Peter Quill. I will smell like butt with you.
Yeah, really great speech.
rousing.
So, what do we do if all don't go well with Lady H? We're gonna fight a monster queen?
You would be a formidable adversary indeed.
Lady Hellbender isn't her adversary. If all goes well, she's gonna be our business partner.
It's gonna go fine, right, Groot?
Yeah, you being Groot is exactly the problem.
Can I get over there? Maybe I'm looking at this from the wrong direction. Ah,
Groot says we should check things out over here.
Groot, give me a bridge here. The fortress is right on the other side of those cliffs.
Pretty sure it's this way, but I don't see an easy way to get up there.
Easy is rarely
Ah.
worth the effort.
For you, maybe.
Deep freeze.
Whoa! Can I try ice cubing something?
Nope.
Man, you're such a gas blast.
So if we're gonna haggle with the Monster Queen, how much are we asking for our monster?
What do you mean, don't get greedy? We're running a business here.
We need to make a profit this time.
Hey, Quill, better not forget what we talked about earlier. It's nothing.
Don't worry, Rocket.
yeah. We want to be able to make more money than we walked in with. Because our goal was to sell a monster to the Monster Queen.
No, it ain't.
The tree say.
He says all this moisture is good for us and will make us grow.
In your case, that is doubtful.
I agree with Bruce. It's important to stay hydrated.
I'm this hydrated.
Ah, yeah, this is how we get up here. Oh my. Horseman of the Apocalypse outfit for Groot.
So who's next in line for the throne if Lady Hellbender has an accident?
Perhaps she is immortal.
Nobody's immortal, not even death herself.
Can't believe you just said that with a straight face.
All right. Are we going to have to make this return
That
trip
is
too?
definitely in my top 10 fortresses.
I mean, it's not bad.
What the fuck? You said that quarantine zone monster was supposed to be rare.
She already has a whole herd of them?
So we wasted our time. Almost got killed for nothing.
And got arrested.
Well,
That was
it's a good thing we didn't bring that with
Was
us.
moderately amusing.
Now we've got a ticking time bomb on the ship, and we owe money to the cops. All because of one lousy source. Groot's right.
Guys, every misstep was just a step in the right direction towards completing our best plan yet.
Say that again?
We brought one of those ugly suckers all the way here only to find out Lady H already had a full set.
That would have sucked big time.
Exactly. If we even got that far. What if we'd been towing that thing when Nova Corps intercepted us?
They would have taken our beast.
See? This is working out.
Let's just get this done.
That is extreme optimism going on right here.
You can't be serious.
Okay. It's farther than it looked. Much farther.
It's a Flarkin infinity bridge is what it is.
You're being dramatic, Rodent. Bridge ends at the fortress, therefore it is not infinite.
Yeah, that's super comforting. Guess we gotta go. 3 cycles.
Peter?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh yeah, we need to put you inside a cage.
Right. Cage.
The point of even getting the Flarkin thing was looking like we mean business.
Groot, you ready to squeeze in?
Peter Quill, there's still time to reconsider. The tree creature is not very monstrous.
Drax,
Yeah.
we're doing this
I
just
do
like we
appreciate
planned
that
in the
it's
Milan.
giving us a
You're
second
being
choice.
stubborn. Clearly the rodent is
I
the
am
one
not
that...
being stubborn. I just refuse to change my mind. Because it's the right decision.
Hey, lovebirds, let's go. Bridge ain't gonna cross itself.
I hope Lady Hellbender is as gullible as you expect she is.
You hang tight there, bud. When the time comes, I'll get you out of there. Rocket style if I got it.
Drax. Gamora, can you help me with
No.
this? What? Why?
To guarantee your safety as our leader.
Ah, come on.
Don't look at me, I ain't pulling that thing. Remember, buddy, menacing! Like me, only bigger. Not bad, not bad.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, I think I'm going to stop here for the night. Next time we'll sell Groot to Lady Hellbender. For now, though, got any suggestions for someone to play next, leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.